Ooh, hey, live. The little box way up there says I'm live. So, greetings, everybody who's here. What's going on? People are slow. I'm going to slowly peel in here. It's all good. Let me take this, shrink it a little bit. Move this here so I can see what's going on. Well, who is out there? It says it's got one person watching. Oh, I got two now. Con check. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Anybody out there can hear me? Oh. Oh. Yeah, a little bit of lag here. There we go. Oh, our old friend from, I'm not sure where he's from. Does this work? Yep, there he is. So Wolverine. Evening. Hope you're doing well. And my longtime partner in crime out here in the YouTube realm, Mr. Resnick. Howdy, good evening. Thanks for popping in, man. Long time no see. And Miss Rhonda, good evening. Thanks for joining us. Hope you are doing well. So I'm sure there's other folks, you know, they got, who we got? We got, what, Salway probably finishing up his live stream. And I think, who's the, Ravenhawk Coins doing his auction. So, you know, our communities, you know, it's hard to find a space. So Gen X and I kind of started this whole thing, live streams Sunday evening. So I'm just going to pick up where we left off with it. And, you know, if we bump heads with other people, well, it's just the way it is. Just do the best we can. Okay. Stacking investments, i.e. the perpetrator, or another word I used to use, a penetrator. How you doing, Bram? Good to see you. Thanks for joining in. And there was somebody here. Oh, I guess he went to go. What are you doing? What you doing? I don't know. You're not gonna be able to see him. Oh, come here. Come here. Oh, come here. Make a guest appearance. Hey, over here. Huh? Everyone wants to see him, huh? Good boy. You're a good boy. Okay, go guard the gold. Yeah, I need to get a yeah. I got this El Cheapo one here that, you know, it's what I first used, and now it's kind of retired. Nice for him in the room. Maybe bring in his bed, and he can lay down in here, and I can point the camera at him. But silver means I don't have deep pockets for YouTube auctions. Yeah. I already spent all my play money this week. And Keith Coin Crew, he had a half-ounce platinum eagle. I can't remember the year. He was like 2000 or 2002 or something like that. And I was like, and the price was like, oh, I really wanted it, but I already spent my play money. So, oh well. I don't know. Maybe later down the road when I got some more play money, I'll go give him a call or something. But he was offering a pretty good price for it. Yep, man, how you doing? Hey, thanks for reaching out, by the way. So appreciate you doing that. And so here we are back on the air, and I am man, the outside light's kind of bright. Hold on a second. Let me dim the shades a little bit. I'm still here. Just cut some of this light a little bit. Yeah. so it doesn't wash out because you're looking right at the windows. I got the blinds almost practically open. See if that helps a little bit. Nope. Okay. Well, it's only like, it's just what, a little bit after 7 here in Alabama land, and it's still pretty bright outside. So that's one thing I like about summer. You just get, there's more daylight and stuff, so you don't feel it's like a short. I don't like the winter between the cold and the short days. And I prefer the summer now, even though even as large as I am, still got to deal with the heat. But I'd rather it's easier to deal with the heat than it is for the cold, in my opinion. But hey, before we get all heavy busy with some of the stuff I wanted to talk about, and there's if you look in the description for this live stream, I kind of left well, I kind of started this a while back. I just want to kind of pick it back up. So when I leave those descriptions for these live streams, I want to kind of put like a little bit of an outline in there to talk about, obviously, what I wanted to bring up and talk about, but just to give us something to start from. And if you read it, it's all about me, because I want to reach out and ask everybody for some help and advice about this channel. But before we before we start that discussion, I want to show you something, and maybe I'll give more time for people to join us. And let me switch screens. Can everybody see that? Anyway, what that is, as you know, the 2023, the Peace and Morgan, the Mint's now going to do Peace and Morgan, every year now. And, I originally subscribed, I was going to get like 3 sets of each, this regular, uncirculated, what do you want to call it, then the proof, and then the reverse proof. But I was just like, I want to get them graded, and it's just like, why, just like what Gen X and Stacking Investments has said, I know he has mixed feelings about graded coins, so I'm going to poke fun at you, brother, but you're all good. I'm just, it's cheaper, better off just go buy them already graded, and I don't have to fuss it going through and sending it all, paying those fees, and not get a 70. So I'm just going to buy them graded. But I wanted to buy at least one each in the raws, just to kind of have, one, from the mint, and then one that's graded, call it a match set or something. Anyway, this is my Morgan, the piece I got, no problem. This is the Morgan. Now, have anyone out there, or does anybody know, maybe SW, or Stacking, maybe, have there been problems with this first run of the Morgans and or the Peace Dollar? Because this is the one I got, and let's see if I can get the point. Back. Try to do this without blinding people. Oh man, this is. Well, you guys can see it right there. Where was I? Hello. Oh, I got this thing so tied down. Come on, engineer, you can do it. Right there in the neck. You can see. Well, you got the folds where the chin, and the neck meet. So, question 1, is that right? Let's see if I can just move it slightly. Oops, sorry, folks. Oh. Come on. Nope, wrong way. Hold on a sec. Let me get both hands. Use both hands. Okay. Come on. Right. Let's get out the light. Okay, there we go. Before we all get some motion sickness, but you can see, yeah, okay. I don't know what's going on with the neck there because you can see the kind of the crease where the jawline comes up to the back of to where the hair is, and then right there you see two little crease lines, and then there's like a kind of the jaw and the neck. So is that an issue? And then obviously, if you can tell, look down further, kind of towards the bottom half of the neck, and there's like a gouge or another divot there. And then just for my benefit, because I don't know, that M? Is that supposed to be there? Yeah. Because I am not a Morgan and Peace Dollar, I don't have knowledge and stuff, but I saw this and I was just like, okay, something ain't right here. Yeah, right, Stack. Yeah, she got shot in the neck. So I don't know what's up with that. Here, let's just kill these. There we go. Oh. That's my name. No, show headline. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm doing some StreamYard stuff. But yeah, I mean, what is up with that? It's just so odd. So, is it clearly a defect or what's going on with it? What do you got here, Andy? The lines on her neck are part of the design. Okay. You compare your close-ups online to see if you got any deviations. Okay. But that's on the you're not gonna see, but yeah, you can see the divot down here on the neck. Obviously, the crease is what Andy's saying, and everyone, please correct me. The creases here at the neck are okay, but I got this like divot, towards the bottom of the neck, and just for my knowledge, is this M that's stamped here? Is that where it's supposed to be? Is that something unique for the 2023? Is that normal on the original Morgans, or what's going on here? Educate me, folks. Let's see. What do you got stacking? SW. I've been so busy. Oh, I've been so busy with my business selling at flea markets, but I get great deals in my LCS. Yep. I'm getting ASCs for 29 and flipping them. Nice. Oh, if you're getting Eagles, silver Eagles for $29, hell yeah. Man, you're doing good, brother. Yeah, you got a nice little side hustle going. You go. Let's see. What? Lower lines at the base look a little off from the regular, but I can't tell if that's an artifact. It's an artifact of the camera. Let me see. Yeah, let's see if I play around with it. Oh, if that helps. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to go slow so it doesn't give anybody motion sickness. See if that helps. Yeah, it's this. Yeah, here's my. Let's see if I can do this without. Yeah. Oh, too fast. Okay. No. Right there. That thing. That is on the coin. That's not a reflection off the lens or anything. It's still in the lens because I don't want to crack it open if I'm going to send this back tomorrow or not and get a refund. But that what you're looking at, that is a divot on the coin. And like I said, where the M is, where the hair meets the bottom of the neck, is that, I don't know, is that normal? If that's been there, that's part of the original design, all that stuff. So clearly, I don't know enough about Morgans and Peace. I do have a red book, a specialized red book on them. So I need to read up on those. But anyway, I wanted to show this and see if you folks out there had an opinion or got some knowledge or experience. Is there some defects or variants or deviations or whatever the heck they call it out there in the world? World. SW says Morgan had some problems from unboxing on YouTube with spotting. So Saxophone was okay. Peace may not be an issue. I've seen. Yeah, I didn't have. Yeah, my peace dollar is fine. No issues with that. It's yeah, I just saw this and I was just like, this can't be right. Okay, maybe the creases on the neck, sure, but that divot that you see there, yeah, that bothers me. What do you got, Andy? I can't really see more without seeing the coin. It's just you compare this picture. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I got to do. If it is a flaw, it's very minor. I'd say, sorry, dude. What should I say more? Yeah, I understand. But I just, that's just a good little icebreaker for us to, show everybody and talk about a little bit, because everyone's, what's the excitement out here for bringing, for the 2023s coming back. I know SW and Nick's Coins, they love the 2023 or the 2021s, and I know Nick is all about getting the 2023s, and I'm joking when I say that. Yeah, I do, Andy, and I can't get to it right now because it's locked up. Well, all mine are graded, so I got to go into the safe, and I got to get the container it's in and pull it out and all. But no, it's a good idea. That's exactly what I'll do. I'll pull one of those out and take a look at it and see what I see. It's just weird, very weird. Okay, so let me switch screens again. Let's see. Let's go here. Oh, is that on? Okay. And then can I get my camera on? You guys, sorry. There I am. I'm in the corner. Cool. Okay. Probably I just gave you all motion sickness. Okay. Can everybody see this? Hopefully you can. Pretty much blow it up to the whole screen. So let me start off with this. Apologize to everybody for not being more active in the community last month or two. Actually, probably since mid-May or so. Thanks, Andy. Been quite busy with work, and I've been really slammed. And for those that know what field of work I'm in, I think you understand why. And had some other, family stuff that came up, and so, kind of in a way, it's kind of good for me to take a break from YouTube, just to kind of detox from it. It's not that there's anything bad. It's just, I feel sometimes overwhelmed because it's been difficult for me to try to make any content, honestly. But doing little shorts with, that guy's laying down there, actually makes life a little easier. I just I posted a short on him yesterday. Yeah, about the rain we got Friday evening or Friday afternoon, and that thing hit, and it's got 3,100 views and stuff. So what I ought to do is just change this channel from numismatic and just make it a dark channel. It'll just be all about Marty. because clearly those channels are huge and get lots of views and all that stuff. So maybe that's what we'll do. We'll just, no more department numismatics. We'll just say Marty the Party and go from there. Let me back up before I go on, just to show some of these comments real quick. Yeah, so stacking. I did get the 2023s raw, but I'm also getting two coin set MSME and the new CAC slabs. Okay. Yeah, I ordered. I ordered one of each graded. First FDO, what's FDOI, first day of issue. With the fancy Rorgan and Peace dollar label from NGC. So I got those. So that's why it's like, there's no reason I need to buy a bunch of those, try to send it in for grain. It's just not worth it. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do from this point forward. Anything that the mint comes out that I want, like all the ASCs that's come out thus far, I've bought them graded. I have not bought anything new or anything, from the ASCs from the mint. Nope, not buying those anymore. I'm just going to buy them already graded and add on my registry and good to go. The thing that I did buy, is, these are this came in, this is the 1 ounce Navy metal. And I can't, I can't find any that are already pre-graded. So, nobody offered a pre-sale, already graded. They're probably out there. I just maybe didn't look hard enough. So, so there's 3 in there, and I'm gonna send those in tomorrow and go get them graded and see what happens. Last year I got lucky. The 2 I sent in both got 70s. So, knock on wood. We'll see how that goes. Looks like Andy SW's having a conversation. So anyway, so during this break, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the channel. Kind of, I kind of looked at some of the other channels that that I connect with, and they just like took off. And they're good guys. It's not anything derogatory on them. It's just maybe I'm a little jealous or something. It's just to see that their channels just absolutely just rocketed to the moon. But they put time and effort to make the content, and and they stay on top of things. So what am I supposed to do? Well, I gotta make content and hustle. If I really want to make this thing grow and be contributing member to our community, then I need to make the content. One question I have for everyone out there, the content I want to create isn't about news or reading articles off of websites or doing an opinion piece on what spot prices do or anything like that. There are plenty of people in our community who does that. SW, excellent example. He does a great job, looking at the mint, see what's going on. He has some good, some analysis and some deep diving that he does. He's a great example of that. We got people already in this community already set. They know what they're doing, but that's just not me. I don't want to, I don't want to be numismatic news and information. A little bust. You guys know what I'm talking about. Ramno, hey, what's up? You are in the house. Oh, there you go. Whoop. Switch around. There you go. So, Ramno, hey, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. So I don't want to do that because there's plenty of good people out there who does that, and they do it a fine job. You don't need another one of those. So that's why I'm over here, on my community page or my about page, because something I got from Gen X, the about page, this is supposed to be kind of like your mission statement, What's the purpose of your channel, kind of thing. And this is how I wrote mine. And really, the focus I wanted to do is something I don't think anyone in our community has done significantly. And is the whole point is, being an engineer, I wanted to look at precious metals, you know, as a material. What does it use in industry? How does it work? Why do we use it here or there? And in these applications, how does that affect us who collect and stack? So I wanted to have, this is a whole new perspective, very technical oriented. The problem I have is, one, making that content, two, making it in such a way that it doesn't require you to have a degree in chemistry or physics. Trust me, I don't. That stuff's even way out of my league. But I wanted to bring kind of, my perspective on it, because, when I look at a gold coin or a silver coin, yeah, it's bullion, it's whatever it is, but I know it's industrial, military, commercial, civilian, whatever you want. I understand the basics and fundamentals of their application aside from currency. And I kind of wanted my channel to be more focused on that. Now, it's my fault for really not starting to get real content made in terms of that goal. So that's one of the big things I'm trying to plan and work on, is I want to make that content. And I may not be posting a lot of content between now and, say, the end of the year, because I want to build a library of these topics. I want to talk about platinum. I want to talk about palladium. I want to talk about the other metals in the platinum group. That's something I learned. There's a thing called a platinum group. It's included. What else is in it? Your copper. I think titanium might be in there. I don't have my book. But that's the stuff I want to do, because that's where my strengths would be. Not because I haven't been stacking or collecting very long. I only started. When did I start? Yeah, February 2021, because that's when I went and bought my first tube of ASEs, and yeah, as Story would say, yeah, I overpaid. But that's lessons learned. It's over time I found our community. I found people that I respect and I follow, and I learned. So I'm a lot. I would say I'm certainly a lot savvier in terms of my purchases now than I was 2 years ago now. So and it's a continuous learning experience. So if you stop learning, then you're going to become stagnant. So all the great content providers out there, that's who I learned from. That's where I pick up my the little tidbits of information that helps me and everything. And Andy's going to correct me here on what the platinum group is. All right, platinum group comprises 6 elements, which are platinum, palladium, rhodium, ruthenium, iridium, and osmodium. That's not from the internet. That's from Mr. Andy Resnick. See, even when I took chemistry, I never heard of the term platinum group. One of the open source journals that I picked up talked about platinum group. I'm like, what the hell? I took chemistry and never heard of it. So I know, Andy. I'm just messing with you. You're good, brother. And what's neat about that journal, it's open source. And what does that mean is I can quote it, I can pull information off it, no problem, no copyright issues or anything. In fact, in the cover page there, so you flip it over and see, you look for a copyright state. Well, it says publisher and all that information, but it says in a bit, in the paragraph there, it says this is open source information. You may use it as you see fit. All we request is that you quote the source. That's it. I don't have to write and ask permission or anything like that. So all I got to do is in the description say, hey, information source was, title, book, year published, and publisher. That's it. So I'm covered, in that perspective, and that information is totally open. What's great about it too, you could take, if you're like a researcher, for example, you could take that open source data and further your research from it. And all they ask, you don't have to pay them money or royalties or anything like. No, all they ask is that you quote them, as you just cite them as a source. That's all they ask, and that's great. So I've gotten 2 books or 2 journals like that, and I found a couple of topics that I want to work on. One of them is about using palladium. Um, but that one's a little involved, so I got to really, and so that's why I had to go and buy like a chemistry book, because I don't have my chemistry book from college. So I got to go relearn some chemistry stuff before I can really dive into it. But it's a great article about the use of palladium or platinum with respects to future computing. Because right now we what is it the transistors are typically made of now? When we talk about a microprocessor and things like that, it was copper, and then we moved, then made parts of it's gold. Now it's some other material that the transistor, all those little billions of transistors are on a microprocessor. They're different. I don't think it's not copper anymore. They moved on to something else, but that's the stuff I kind of want to get into. Oh, Gypsy, what? Yeah, you forgot the cannolis. Yeah. I forgot the cannolis. Oh, by the way, I pinned in the chat. If you'd like to come up on panel, you are more than welcome to. So did I pin it right? Yeah. So it's there. So if you'd like to join, please do. Anyway, so having said all that, that was initially my main goal of doing this, is I wanted to talk about this stuff from a technical perspective, not about analyzing spot prices or buying habits of people like that. There's plenty of great people out in our community that does that. I wanted to do something different. But my fear kicks in because I see, fears, concerns, anxiety, whatever you want to call it, these other channels that they start up, some of them start about the same time I did, some start a little before, a little bit after, whatever, and they just shot up, and it's to the moon, and they're up the, they hit their, 1,000 subscriber mark, or 2,000, 3,000, within a year, or maybe in, not quite maybe 3/4 of a year. And I've been stagnant. And one thing I'm worried about is, one, like I said, I got to make the content, but am the stuff I want to do and how I want to do it, is it conducive to our community? Are people interested? Will they be interested in it? Because if they're not, then why waste my time? I just don't want to become another numismatic news and information channel. No. Like I said, plenty of good people that can do that already. So it's hard. This community is really hard to find a niche, and I think I got a niche, but is it going to be receptive? Well, I guess the only way to answer that question is to, hey, do some content, see what happens, right? Brown Sugar, good evening. How are you? I clicked on the wrong one. There you are. Yeah. Once I actually got an idea for a little, divvy, little, what's the word? Jingle? Yeah. I got a jingle already written, already in my head, and I need to get my guitar strings. I need to restring those, tune the guitar, and I need to record it and put it on my Stream Deck. So you're going to have one. You're going to have your jingle. Kendall Mine's going to have her jingle, and then I got to do the commercial bit for HC Residential Basics. So I just hit the Stream Deck instead of me reaching over and talking in the microphone, although I don't really need to lean into it. So I want to definitely take advantage of the Stream Deck. Ramnell, wait, the key is to start and adapt. I guess it's start. I'm assuming that's what you mean. It is. I just got to get back in and start making the content I want to create and see what happens. And what does Mr. Andy have? How about this? What the metals are used for and how historically they become valuable and why? Sure. That actually sounds like a great thing. Yeah. And I consider myself a student of history, and I could definitely do that. And yeah, I'll have to I'll write that down, Andy, after the show. Actually that's really good. I didn't even think about looking at the historical context of the precious metals. I mean, I ain't gonna go back to ancient times when we're talking about, the Roman gold coin or the doubloons from the pirates and no, 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 no. But definitely industrial application. How did it get started? That I would definitely be interested in. So that's point number one here on the mission statement. Uh, and then I say here a platform to share knowledge and experience with precious metal stacking because I am predominantly a stacker. And, I mean, everybody's doing that. And I just want to contribute to that too, as well. And using like these live streams and stuff is a way for all of us to come together and we can share this kind of, knowledge and experience and information and stuff like that, beyond making content and being content creators. And just give me a chance to share, what little and everything that I've, learned as I've been going through this journey and stuff. Maybe I have a different perspective that somebody else doesn't have or something, fresh ideas or strategies or however you want to look at it. And of course, doing the live streams definitely hits bullet three, in my opinion. Foster friendship, fellowship throughout the precious metal and stacking community. So yeah, this is what I like about live streams, because this is our opportunity for everyone to get together and talk and share. We don't always have to talk about coins and precious metals, stuff like that. You want to talk about sports, talk about sports. The whole point is to get people to know each other and connect. I think we're missing that in society. And this is just a simple, small way where we can all talk to each other and things like that. And then that last point, yeah, coin collecting is complement stacking. I think that's kind of self-explanatory. So anyway, that's the mission statement I've had since I first started the channel. And now that I look at it and read it, it's I don't think I'm going to change that. Let me catch up with the chat here real quick. SW, let me start off with SW up here. Do the content you are passionate about. You're right. You are exactly right, SW. That's you. You said that. Who else said that? Can Gunny, Polybuck, Stormy. Even that guy called the director of Awesome that we hardly hear from now, and where he went. You're right. Yeah, you are absolutely right. It's it's one to recognize it and know it. That's step one, but step two is to execute. Make it happen. Make the content. Post the content. That's the part. That's the hurdle. That's the difficult hurdle for me, and I just gotta buckle down and get to it. Andy, well, the uses have evolved over time. Platinum group's an excellent example of that. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I think some of that material you're talking about is what they're using in transistors and electronics nowadays, because they got better qualities and we've gotten more efficient in terms of our material science. We can use less material to get more bang for a buck kind of thing. So yeah, I think you're absolutely right in that regards. Let's see what we got from stacking. I enjoy channels that show what they added to their collection stack, but many are in FOMO mode or pushing the things that are better or that are yeah. But I like I like the stuff you're doing stacking, because you what you're doing and what you've been doing, it's fun. And I've been I think I've commented on some of your videos about that. Getting the the folders or the binders out from Dasco. I have the Whitmans. Don't shame me for that. I haven't had issues with those. It's the old stuff. Old Whitman, I think, is what toned the coins. I don't know, but I haven't had problems with mine yet. Let's see. But the whole point is having those binders and those folders. That's what puts the fun back into coins. You have that book opening. I found that 19 53 Benji or something like that I was missing. And you can find it, you can fill that slot, and it kind of gives you that little sense of satisfaction. Plus there's a sense of that hunt. You're trying to look for that one you're missing. From 1949 or something like that. And that's what I love about your videos, specifically stacking. Those are fun. I really enjoy those. And you got some good little tips in there and stuff, so I can help fill my binders and folders and stuff. So that's something I might share myself, just to kind of give a little bit of diversity, with my channel and everything. Let's see, let me catch up on the chat some more. But yeah, I agree with you on the FOMO stuff. I'm just, I'm not going to push anything. It's no. Everyone's here smart. You can make decisions for yourself. I'll show you. If there's something I like and it's what I collect or stack, I'll talk about it, sure. But I'm not going to say you need to go. You make your own decisions. You do you. Let's see, Raymond, what do you got here? Another thing to do is keep making your presence seen as many streams and channels. Yeah. Well, that's one thing that I know before this little hiatus. I wasn't making really a lot of content. I was trying to keep up with the Sunday evening stuff, and you're right, that helps people see me, and I go in other streams or auctions or things like that, and try to watch as many videos from people that I support, that and leave the comments, do the whole YouTube logarithm feeding mumbo jumbo. So show my level of support for them as much as best as I can. So you're right, just at the very least, stay active out there and stay connected with people. And the last couple of months, it's just been difficult for me to do, but you make a good point. What else we got here? Yopan says, Tiny says, be yourself or people will see through you. Yes, that is so very true. Yeah, you can't put the blinders, certainly in our community. Oh, no. If you're not, transparent, honest, and, touch of humbleness, open-minded, things like that. Yeah, people are going to see right through it, no doubt. I mean, that's just, one of those life skills, whether it's on YouTube or out in the real world, that's, yeah, you're absolutely right. Oh, well, thanks, Raymond. I appreciate that, good sir. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to being with Coin Crew this morning. Yeah, I miss being there. It's like what Keith said in his auction. You don't have, you don't have to go. You don't feel compelled like you got to auction or buy a bin or whatever. He wants you there in the chat, being active, ask questions, interact with people, and he's right. And I certainly want that to happen, with my live streams as well. So, Keith is a great mentor for me. He's given me hints and ideas, and he's a good person to talk with. So Keith is a great resource, and I appreciate him being there for me. Let's see what else we got. Gypsy, what'd you post? Vegas, what heavy metals? Or is it, oh, okay, cool. I'll have to keep that. See what that's all about. Origin of heavy metal. Yeah, well, in the beginning, so to speak, they were called rare earth, they use the term rare earth metals, but now, they use the terminology, they drop metal and they say minerals, rare earth minerals, whatever. I think that's just, is it technically correct? Yes, it is. But, I like saying rare earth metals because it ties in with saying precious metals. So, deviating from saying metals to minerals, I think that for me, I'm going to call them rare earth metals because that's just how I learned it, and it's how it's ingrained with me, and I don't feel like changing that. Oh, what else we got? Uh, and Gypsy says, I love to watch videos on how the heavier elements are formed. Okay, you're going to talk about all that heavy duty chemistry and physics. Okay, yeah, I'm an engineer, not a physicist, not a chemist. So I'm going to defer to those experts with that stuff, but that's a lot of fun. I found this one content provider, and she actually gave a really great argument as to why people misunderstand nuclear power. And that's something that I know about from what, two previous jobs. The last job I had in Virginia before I moved here, and yeah, definitely nuclear power related. And yes, she made a really great video about it. All these people are worried about, it's we got to worry about carbon and all that stuff. Well, guess how much carbon a nuclear power plant makes? Zero. Makes zero carbon. But what about the nuclear waste? We have developed so many methods to capture it, consolidate it, and secure it in such a way it's not going to be a threat to mankind for quite some time. And the amount of waste material is really not that much. And then let me take that one step further. The government research laboratory I can't remember where it is. I want to say Los Alamos, but that might not be right. Back in the late 50s, I think, early 60s, somewhere around that time period, they figured out a way to reuse nuclear waste to make power. And through that process, kind of like a refining process in a way, they keep kind of recycling the waste to the point where the waste material is at a point where you just can't extract any more energy from it. And the best part of it, because you're kind of recycling through, it cuts its half-life down to about 200 years half-life. That, I mean, compared to, if you just compare to waste to being what, a million, year half-life or something. So they calculate about 200 years. Okay. That's not really that long, That's why me personally, I say we need to push for more new power plants, but that's a discussion for another day. All right. I really need to catch up here in the chat here. What else we got? Okay. But Gypsy, let me back up a second. You called me out a couple months ago because you wanted a kind of a technical video talking about platinum and palladium and its relationship with catalytic converters and other automotive industrial applications. So that's actually probably the first technical video that I'm going to work on because I'm curious. I'm curious myself. I honestly tell you the truth, I didn't know they moved from platinum to palladium when they're making catalytic converters. And then in the last couple of years, they moved back to platinum because of what's going on overseas and market things and blah, blah, blah. So a lot of the industries had to retool to start making catalytic converters from platinum versus palladium. So yeah, that'll be an interesting deep dive. And that's definitely the kind of video I want to do, so that when I do make it, Gypsy, that video is going to be dedicated to you, my friend. And before we get any further, ladies and gentlemen, this is my other YouTube channel mentor. It is Polly Buck. I'm still going to say it. He's still the sexiest silver stacker content maker in the YouTube community. Stacking Surfer is now the new second. But Polly Buck, you're always going to be the first in my heart. Love you, brother. You've been a really great mentor. I really appreciate you being here. Let's see. Raymond. Okay. See, Raymond brings. He says here he completed his Zombux set today. Outstanding. Good for you. That's another great thing about, coins and the precious and the semi numismatics. I think that's the term I was looking for. You could find a theme or or a series that appeals to you. In this case, for Reno, the zombie bucks. I'm gonna say it that way. The germanium mint makes some beautiful. I mean, oh god, that's one reason I will. That's the main reason I will not collect anything from germanium mint, because their stuff is too gorgeous and it will cost me a fortune to try to backfill everything. So I have to say no. And it's not because they're bad or anything. It's just because I know me, and as soon as I find my first germanium mint coin, I'm going to try to get all of them, and it's just no. I have to say no. Oh, and here is Kiddo Mine. Good evening. If you didn't catch if you weren't on earlier, I got a Stream Deck, and one of my goals is I'm gonna make little sound files for the Stream Deck. And as you know, Tiny has his little jingle for you and Brown Sugar, and so I already told him I'm gonna make a jingle for both of you, using my way. And so him and I are going to have a little jingle contest. Who's got the better jingle for you and Brown Sugar? Hey, let's see. Catch up chat. See, I'm glad everyone here is talking to everyone too. So yeah, it's all connect. Oh, stacking has something here. I have more fun and excitement with the cool junk bin coins find than I do with the high grade. Oh yeah, it goes back to the whole hunt thing. You're on the hunt to go find that elusive coin, or the discovery of something that you weren't even thinking about looking for. It's like, oh, look what I found. That kind of moment. That's one thing. I think both communities, the collecting community and the stacking community, both sides need to do this. They need to make coin collecting and precious metal stacking fun again. Yes, I did it. I did that. Ha 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 ha. I'm serious though. We need to put the fun back into this stuff. Because you see the videos that are out there. Yeah, it's serious. It's good information, but it's serious. And there's lively debates and chats, and that's great. But let's bring the fun back into it, because once upon a time, a lot, I assume all of us were kids once upon a time, but a lot of people, that's how they got started. Their dad or their grandfather, gave them a big handful of coins and maybe one of those binders from Dasco or something. And, it's like, it just kind of sparked their interest. And maybe they knew a little bit of history of this particular coin and maybe got passed down from a great grandfather somewhere. The history and the history about it and the fun. We're missing the fun, I think, or there's not enough of it. And I want to do my part trying to make it, let's inject some more fun into both communities, because I think we need more of it, especially nowadays. The way the world is, blah 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 blah. I'm not going to get into it too much, but we definitely need some more fun for sure. Let's see. Just give me a moment here to catch up a little more. Oh, come on, stream. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think Gypsy's headed out. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you joining us. I just lost my place. Hey, Bob. Hey, good evening, Bob. I didn't realize you snuck in here. Hey, thanks for joining us, good friend. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, Bob knows more about power plants than I do, so I I defer to his experience and stuff. Oh, hey, look, folks. Oh, my partner in crime. How you doing, brother? Hopefully you're still here. I'm kind of a little behind here in the chat, so if you're still around, brother, I'm glad you're here. I know you're busy, making the transitions and moves and stuff. So, uh, but all the effort will be for the best, and I know you're looking forward to making that, that move to Florida because that made a big difference for you, sir. And yeah, we'll catch up later, Mr. X. Um, what else? What else we got here? Okay, I think I am caught up. Nope, almost. What do we got here? Don, you better put a lot of thought in your version of Kingdom Mind. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's okay. I will make this promise. It's not going to be you know German grunge death metal. Yeah, I won't do that. No. I have it. I already got a kind of a ditty already for Brown Sugar. I need to record it. Yours, I'm trying. I think I got the lyrics, but I need to find kind of a song to kind of put it to, or put some power chords to it or something like. Yeah, it's gonna have an electric guitar involved, yes, but you don't have to worry. None of that roar. No, don't worry. No, we're gonna make it sound pretty, old school rock. That's kind of my idea on your jingle. Anyway, one more thing I wanted to kind of talk to you folks about, kind of my plans and stuff for the channel is if I can go here to the home page. See if it'll show up here on the. There we go. And then give a second to. As you know, here you go. We have playlists, and if you look at if you actually look at my logo for the channel, I kind of wanted to do 3 divisions, because I wanted to make this the name of the channel, and this kind of sound like a company or an entity in the real world, like I've done my whole career. I've worked for large corporations and stuff, and they would have individual departments. Within those departments, they would have divisions, or they'd have divisions and then individual departments. So I kind of wanted to follow that hierarchy. So we have the department numismatic, and then I wanted to have what I consider 3 areas of focus. And that's kind of how I wanted to divide up the playlist. Man, I don't know if that's going to be the best way to explain it, but what'd I do? What'd I do? No. I was going to try to play a video. Well, anyway, if you look at the logo on my sticker, it says External Revenue Service, Science and Engineering Division, and then the Special Projects Division. And the inspiration for that idea actually came from the Lockheed Martin Skunk Works, because they were the special project division for Lockheed, who they designed the SR-71, actually the U-2 spy plane, the SR-71, then what became the F-117 Nighthawk, and then obviously more recent times the F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Lightning Joint Strike Fighter. But anyway, the focus of these 3, separations is the External Revenue Service. I wanted to use that playlist as kind of the, if I want to make commentary about spot price, about, we'll talk about stacking tips and things like that. That's where I'm going to put that content is in that playlist. The Science and Engineering Division, that's where I'm going to put. That's obviously the technical stuff, and then the special projects playlist. That is, can you see it on screen? I might need to move here to OBS. Let's see if I can move it. There we go. That's probably easier. But yeah, here, here on, sorry, you know, with this channel, with this playlist, the goal is to talk about. Oh no, that's the external revenue stream. I'm sorry. There it is, special projects division. That's where I want to, if I want to talk about something that isn't necessarily related to coin collecting or stacking or things like that. It's my way of kind of doing an outreach. I want to talk about, here, I think I put, yeah, I only have one video in there. That was, May 15th, 2022. That was like, if you all recall, there was like some hype about, people are going to, crash all the online bullion dealers and buy as much silver as they can, silver to the moon and all that crap. And, this is where I wanted to kind of go there and say, okay, fine. You folks want to do that. I'm going to do something different. In the case of that video, I went and made a donation to one of the major charities here in the Huntsville, Alabama area. So when these pumpers were, telling people, "Hey, go buy silver," it's like, no, I want to make a difference, by making a difference in somebody else's life, and I'm going to make a contribution to people who do make a difference, a worthy charity and things like that. So this channel is going to talk about like that. What are you doing to make your life better and make the life of people around you better? And one topic I am going to talk in there is about, and it can be a little political, whatever you want to call it, the difference between going to college versus a trade school. And that's a wonderful debate I want to talk about because I actually support both ends. But here's the catch. When it comes to the college stuff, my argument is get something technical, because basket weaving is not going to get you a good job. And I'll talk about that, and we can debate all about that when I make that video. So that's kind of how I wanted to separate all my topics. I wanted to put it in those three major playlists. And plus, it helps me organize. Is that going to be confusing for people? Probably, maybe. But that's my comfort area, because I like to organize things and lay them out in what is logical to me. So that's it. We've been at hit our 1 hour point, and appreciate everyone being here. Let me go through the chat one more time. Let me see if I hit any point, if there's any. Andy's making fun of me. I'm going to ignore that. Silver Fox, good evening. Thank you, Silver Fox. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you being here. And Yoke Fan, nobody talks requests for topics on their channel. That would be additional talking points. Okay, I have to digest that a little bit. But what's wrong with asking for requests? Because I can think about certain ideas, but I'm not perfect. I can't think of everything. So I welcome everyone's input. That's the bottom line. That's who I am. And looks like we have nickel stacking. Good evening. Hey, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here. We're pretty much going to wrap up the show here. And okay, yeah. Everybody, that's Gen X's little sticking point. The thing is, I agree with them actually. The goal of the women's, American Women Quarter program, great. It is awesome. It's very worthy. It's a very worthwhile effort, definitely. Um, I think what Gen X is maybe hinting to, but these are gonna be my words, not his. The selection of the women that they wanted represented on the coins, they could have been a little bit more strategic in terms of who they picked. That's maybe that's the debate about it. Did they pick the right people to represent, or the right women to represent, or not? That's a good debate, and that's a good, maybe a topic for another time. So anyway, good to see you. All right, good to see you here, Mr. X. Appreciate you. And I think that's it. We're gonna wrap this up, and let me switch back up to full screen here. And wow, it's dark. I gotta turn the lights on. So sun's setting. Hey, thanks everybody for being here. Actually, this wasn't too bad for me going solo. I was surprised. But I appreciate everyone being here, and hope you look forward to the relaunch of the Department of Numismatics. And please reach out anytime. If you got ideas, suggestions, you just want to touch base. And oh my goodness, oh, he's here. He's here. Oh, Imperious Leader. He is here. Good evening, sir. Thank you for being here. I appreciate the support. Another channel mentor, Stormy Class Act. He knows how to put on a excellent auction. He is good at what he does. He makes great content. You can just see how it's reflected in his numbers on the stats for his channel. Good guy. He's a really good guy. He's got that New Jersey sense of humor, so that kind of has to grow on you and everything. But it is what it is. And boy, it got dark in here. Anyway, hey folks, let's call it. Thank you for being here. We're picking the evening shows, the Sunday evening shows back up again. We're going to be here next week. This show is also for you. So if you like to come up on the panel and you want to talk about something, you want to show something to the folks, like I did with that Morgan, please do. This is your show as it is mine. And with that, remember the first law of thermodynamics: energy is neither created nor destroyed, rather it altered in form. Therefore, transform your energy into a force for good.